I just got finished pulling out all the old stuff. On top, you see what I could say. These babies here look good. That's gone. That's completely gone. That was so huge. And there was a lot in there, but that's all dead. This is the remnants of all my babies I've been taking care of since I've been here in Florida. I can save some of that. That didn't do too bad. That didn't do that bad either, but that's not mine, that's my brother's. Mine on my front porch, I had two big, really big ones, bigger than this one. They're both dead. Those babies didn't make it. That's peeled off all the dead stuff. That was humongous and it's dead. But I got these little pieces right here. See these right here? These are some plants I used to get off my cousin's tree before she cut the tree down. So anyway, I have these little pieces here that I can start anew with this one. And let me see. Actually, I got quite a few of these. That was my largest plant. That's after I torn all the dead stuff out. That's gone. That was a tree. That was a, what do you call these things? Let me think. Oh, not a lily, but orchid tree. Orchid plant. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. That was a mixture of things, and it was pretty big. These are little pieces here. I actually cleaned it out, so left some of the roots, so something might be able to pop back up. Actually, I'm gonna take some of those and put them in the pot. This was one of my favorite babies. That's after I just got finished pruning it. It was so dead. This is gone. This was a eucalyptus tree. Not eucalyptus, elderberry, but you can see I got some little babies right here. This right here came out of something else. I'm going to stick that in the dirt along with these. These were in, let me see. These were in here. This was full of all different type of plants. So these were in the end. So I'm going to stick those back in there after I clean the vase out. This was a tree that I was rooting from a big tree that I had. That my brother's dog was here. He ruined it. So I clipped the top of it off and planted it. But now I just had to clip it all back. This is completely gone. As you can see, these are the type of, I thought I was going to be able to save these because, you know, they weren't that dead. So I thought they would pop back up, but I came in here yesterday and touched one. All the leaves fell off. So anyway, but I do have a piece. See? Do have a piece that was on the end. So I'm going to be able to do something to get another one going. And this right here, I completely cut all the way back. It's actually a mixture of two different types of plants like this, but this is I actually have a lot of this left, so that's going to be fixed. I have to tie it back up, tie it back to this pole. Broke that down to that little piece left. That died. That died. And let me see. I do have these little babies over here that were completely unscathed. Well, except for this one. This one was a lot bigger. I was rooting it. And I see this is getting wilted. But I'm going to leave that there because, you know, I think it's going to pop back up. This is doing okay. I'll probably put this in a bigger pot. And that, it's on its own, but it's still alive. So, but anyway, that's what the Florida storm did to all my babies. I posted another video of the way they were. I posted a video of how they look after they died, and now this is after me completely pruning them and cutting them all back and trying to work with them to clean this mess up and get them started all over again. Okay, these were my babies. I love plants. I've had a green thumb since I was like 18 years old. So this house that I stay in right now is kind of dark. So this is the first house I ever lived in that all my plants were outside on the patio. Normally my house looks like a garden, but I can't grow anything in that house. I keep trying and trying. And normally I wind up, I get something and put it inside, I wind up bringing it back outside. This is my only inside plant. That's beautiful, right? It's fake. My two babies I had outside, that's what they look like. They were on the front porch. As a matter of fact, I tried them in the house for a while and they died. But they were doing really good outside. Anyway, this is the smaller version of it right here. The one I told you that belonged to my brother. This is his. So this is stuff that's hooked on here that I'm going to transplant. So I do have some pieces to work with. That's the good thing. I'm not completely out of plants, but based on what I have left, I'm out of plants, okay? So, because I normally have a house full of plants. So, but anyway, this is it. I don't even think I want to get so many this time. I'm gonna do some little shoots, some little babies, but it was a lot trying to water them all. Especially while they're out on the porch. They don't get as much love as they used to in the house. At least I see them all the time. But I'm not always on this patio. I can see them out the window, but, they got a lot more love when they was in the house. But they've never been in the house since I've been in Florida. So, but when I lived in California, it was on. So, anyway, that's my Florida cold front story. Killed all my babies. I hope yours survived. Bye for now. Miss Tootie out.